So Venezuela has closed its border with Colombia for 72 hours to fight smugglers moving contraband cash. President Nicolas Maduro announced the closure after border guards seized $6.4 million worth of the Venezuelan bolivar. Criminal gangs along the border use cash to buy and sell household goods. The goods, including petrol, are subsidized by the Venezuelan government and sold by gangs in Colombia for a large profit. President Maduro also cancelled the 100 bolivar bill in an effort to fight crime. Andres Abadia is a Latin American analyst at Pantheon Macroeconomics and joins me now from Newcastle. Good to have you with us. So tell us about these measures that President Maduro has taken. What is the criminal activity that he is trying to prevent?
Well, what he's trying to prevent is smuggling, as you mentioned. He's trying to, he has closed the border with Colombia because what apparently Colombia are doing is getting these bolivars, going to Venezuela and buy control goods such as food and gasoline and then sell it in Colombia with a big margin. But the reality is that I believe that these measures are going to do very little to improve the economic conditions in Venezuela, which is a country which is in a total crisis, an economic meltdown. We see inflation over 200% year over year, the economy falling more than 5% year over year. So this measure is just, I think that won't resolve any problem of the Colombian economy. In fact, I think that is going to create
Indeed,
more.
and how is it going to affect ordinary people? Because many are saying, for example, with the cancellation of the 100 bolivar note, that they simply don't have enough time to exchange their currency. So how are ordinary people going to be affected by this?
Well, they have until tomorrow, I believe, in order to get all this money into the banks. But as you can read in the press, there are long queues in order to get into the banks. And also, there's more than, these bills accounts more than 1/3 of the total cash running in the economy, which is more than 11%, 12% of the monetary base. So it's extremely difficult to get this money into the banks until tomorrow. And the people that are not going to be allowed to get the money into the financial system again, they have 10 days in order to go and demonstrate that this money is clean. So for a country with little access to bank, less than 1/3 of, or more than 1/3 of Venezuelans don't have a bank account. So it's extremely challenging, and I think that it's just an extremely crazy measure. It's not going to resolve any kind of problem in Venezuela. It's going to create less confidence, and especially during the holiday season. So it's an ongoing crisis, and I think that it's going to persist until Maduro remains at the helm.
Andres, good to have your thoughts there. Thank you for that. Andres Abadia speaking to us from Newcastle in the UK.